Hey guys, it's Miss Carpenter and I'm here with your poem for Poetry Friday. This is supposed to be an orange cone and it has something very much to do with our poem for the day, which is called Tryouts by Jen Bryant. 32 players for 16 spots. My hands are sweaty, my stomach's in knots. See those cones? Dribble around, then stop. Pass off to the left, then take a shot. On your mark, I get set for the timed shuttle run. Back and forth, listen for the gun. Okay, girls, here's what you'll do. Now count off. 1, 2, face your opponent, tackle, turn, sprint through. We line up for the long balls, headers, corner kicks. The whole time I'm praying my name will make his list. Well, I hope that you enjoyed that poem. If you were in the synchronous lesson when we talked about our poem for last Friday, you will have remembered when I talked about a shift. I'd like you to think for a moment what a shift is in poetry. Okay, if you thought that a shift is a change in the poem, then you're right. This change can be mood, perspective, a different speaker in the poem, a change in idea or theme. Any of those are a shift in the poem. Sometimes these are slight, and sometimes they're not. Okay? So what I want you to do in your portfolio, see, I didn't call it the wrong thing, is I want you to put this shift into your word nerd study under poetry. It should be on the same page in your portfolio as end rhyme and slant rhyme, what we went over last week. Sometimes poets use different graphical elements. Graph means writing. Sometimes they use different elements to help us signal how to think in the poem or to understand changes that come up in the poem. And they also show us how to read the poem. So what are some shifts that y'all notice here, particularly when we talk about graphically speaking? That would be how it's written. If you thought these two stanzas right here, you're right. What is that change that's taking place? You're right, it is a speaker. This is obviously the coach. When I read it, this was like one of the first times I'd ever read this poem. And I knew to change my voice and change my pitch when I came across these stanzas that not only were italicized, that means slanted, but also look at the indent. See, they indent a little bit. They're not set in the same line as the other ones. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and create another frame on here, or actually I already have, but what I want y'all to do is I want you to put a sticky note on here, and I want you to give me a story, or oops, not a shorty, give me a story or two on one of your favorite coaches. This can be a coach you have had, or one that you know of. So it might be like Greg Popovich for the Spurs. I don't know him personally, but I know a lot about him and I respect him as a human. Okay, I'm going to save that there. So that is what this frame is for. And I hope you enjoy it. Goodbye.